Morning traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So we finally hit the all-time high, that 13,600 area, and immediately reversed off that. So there was, I would assume there was a lot of profit taking off that level. Some nervous traders that were not worried about it actually getting to that point. So anyway, at least that level is actually broken. We gapped above it, so it's not really a valid signal for me as a breakout. So it is a retracement, quite a big red bar as well, which isn't a golfing bar. So we could argue that we have potential for a bit of a double top off a major level. So you could see a bit of a deeper pullback. Or this one bar could be a one bar pullback off that level. Okay, so looking at the daily, still very much sideways, choppy motion at this stage. But is this just profit taking, or is this significant to something bigger? I believe it is just profit taking. If I look to the left, there's a lot of value hunters sitting here. So a lot of people that are buying the pullbacks, anticipating break higher. Okay, so if we just look at the 3 hour, I'll move this across. So you can see the gap up, and pretty much there would have been a lot of profit taking here. I mean, most of my trades that I was looking at were all aiming for this area. So that is done. We've pulled back. We've come down to the bottom here. Question now on everybody's mind is, do we have a breakout retest? There's the breakout area. Okay, we broke above it here. We broke below it. Is this a second test? In other words, it's just going to form us a double bottom. Now, next thing, which is going to lead me to believe that I need to still look for longs. We have a low, and then we have a higher low currently. It hasn't confirmed yet. It could still fall lower. But look at the oscillator here. So it is high, lower, high. That is reverse divergence, in other words, or continuation divergence, if you want to call it that. In other words, it is telling me that there's a good possibility that we are going to be moving with the trend. What is the trend? Okay, it's still a series of higher lows. Low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay, so I'm looking for value here, looking for an area to get in. I do believe that we're coming to a point where there's definitely an opportunity to get into this. And again, just hindsight being the perfect science, here is a great pin bar. Pin bars are a great indicator of buyers or sellers stepping in and a direction change happening. And you can see here, those that traded the pin bar with a stop below the pin bar, their target would have been up here. It would have been all-time high. Okay, so it would have taken a week and a bit. 2 days. So this we're on the hour, so 1 day, and then the next day gap up, target taken. Okay, so anyway, oscillators are grouping to the downside now on the hour. This little bit of structure that's forming here. So I have a bit of a wedge inside a triangle, a bigger triangle. I'm looking for bullish opportunities. In other words, I'm looking to buy. There is still this slight little worry of this gap that we rejected here. It hasn't quite closed. So I'd like to see a body below the gap or onto the gap. But anyway, not a tail. So it gives me a bit of a gap there. I still believe there's a bit of opportunity here to fall a little bit further, possibly as far as the 200 EMA. Okay, if we look at the current market, the DAX futures is up ever so slightly, 0.013. Yesterday it only closed down 0.3%. So US futures is all fairly flat at the moment. I think we're kind of in limbo with a lot of things going on around the world at the moment, and we're going to wait for something, either a result or some political noise or some positive noise or something like that, that's going to come out from somewhere which will actually drive the market. Okay, so with all that in mind, onto the 12-minute chart, pick up my fractals. There's my higher fractal is here at 13.5 13.424, and my lower fractal is here at 13.483. That's what I'm looking for, a break. Break to the downside, I'll be very cautious of. Okay, I'd rather look for an area to get long. And if I just look to the left, you can see there's so much structure to the left, which will bring buyers in. Okay, and this pin bar here is still an indicator for me that there is a move. I'm looking for a second indicator in actual fact, because if I get a second indicator, then that's a good potential that this will be a double bottom. Then I'm looking for a break above the new all-time high, which is up here at the moment. Okay, let's just get to the Ichimoku. And okay, so yesterday got the all-time high, opened up, got a seller stepped in, and it was downward traffic from there. So you can see on the 12-minute, we had the crossover here, breakthroughs, twists in the cloud, everything was bearish. Bit of a pullback to Kijisen, and then off we went, tracking Kijisen as we went down. So 12 minutes at the moment is bearish, definitely bearish. The 30 minutes has also had a crossover. We've broken through the cloud at the moment. It is bearish. Oscillators are indicating that I'm looking for more downside to come. But price action to me is also indicating different. Okay, so I do see this as a triangle. This is definitely a triangle. Could turn into a bit of a channel. Dax loves channels, so that could be it. But just based on what happened day before yesterday in this area, I suspect we have the same coming. Okay, looking at the 1 hour, so we've got a death cross or a bullish bearish cross, but that's it. Chico Span is in price, not through price. We sort of on the cloud. Cloud is green, so lots of mixed signals here, and then also we've got diversions here on the cross, so they're not pointing down. Kijisen could roll, and they both point down. That's going to point to a bearish move. But if you look at the 4 hour, we're flat. And we're just bouncing up and down between Kijisen and Kijisen. Everything else on the 4 hour is bullish. Look at the size of the cloud here. This is bullish. So for me, looking for areas to get in long, the floor of the market is going to be around this congestion area here, which is 13,400 area. Okay. So the daily as well is bullish, and you can see Kijisen is now starting to catch up. So I really am a firm believer that we could have another fall down, but this is an area that would offer value for me to buy. That's 13,441. Okay, there's a bit of a gap there as well. There's a gap a bit lower, so that would offer a bit of value. And then the next area of value is going to be pretty much this big gap here, and that is going to be 13,380. Okay, so looking at the short term, just get back to what I'm looking for at the open is to see where we break. Okay, so if we do continue to the downside, I'm looking definitely off the 200 EMA here, double bottom off this pin bar. It's definitely an area that I'd be looking to buy. And the other one is going to be any breakout on structure, and structure I'll be looking at the 12-minute, and the breakout's going to be the 13,524 area. Break above that fractal, give me a close above that fractal on the 12-minute. That's going to signal along, and stop is going to be below the low of yesterday, which is 13,480, and entry will be just above here on the break. And we'll be looking for a retest of the all-time high. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for. If it does break to the downside, I'm not interested in chasing the shorts just yet. So I'll wait for structure and then get in at a lower area, which would probably be on the 200 EMA. Okay, there's just so much support to the left, so I'm not really going to be too phased about falling a little bit further. I think it's just going to offer a better entry for a long. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. I hope it helps you somewhat, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.